Hey, I want to ask a quick question in the beginning of this video before I go into the details. Is there such a thing as a good faith payment that a hospital is required to receive when you walk in before you have your care done? Because when we went into the lobby, we went into the area where they check you in, then they got his information ready, they put us into this room, they finally called us and put us into this room, and they were not friendly. Those women were not friendly at all. And they said, under law, we require a good faith payment of several $100s up front. I was like, seriously? A good faith payment of several $100s is required up front. See, we tried to discuss this. We tried to call you. We called you several times. And they said they tried to call us several times, but they tried to call the home phone, which we no longer have under the internet company. We just decided to just drop the home phone, use the cell service instead, and use the micro cell tower that AT&T provided for us. And we use our local NCTC branch of internet provider, and we got rid of the home phone. They told us they required a good faith-based payment. A good faith payment. And I can't find anything about that online. There's no such thing as a good faith payment. Do you know of anything like that? They told us that they have the right to refuse service. They said you can walk out that door and they will refuse service if, before they're allowed to do anything, they need several $100s up front from us. I've never heard of that in my life, ever. And I looked it up. And it says, under the law, healthcare providers need to give patients who don't have insurance. He has insurance. It's supposed to be a good insurance, I guess, with the company that took over his other company. And we signed up to all that, and we got that going back actually late March, early April. And they said that they required a good faith payment. And it says right here, the only thing that exists similar to that is a good faith estimate. And it says the estimate of the bill for the medical items and services have to be discussed before you go in there. And I told them, well, may I give you his email and all that? And they said, no, we don't need it. Well, it says here, you have the right to receive a good faith estimate for the total expected cost of any non-emergency items or services. See, that's a good faith estimate for the total expected cost of all the services and all the items. So that's a good faith estimate for uninsured people who are not using insurance or out-of-pocket payment. He's insured, so they shouldn't have asked for anything related to good faith. And there's no such thing as a good faith payment according to what I've seen. There's a good faith estimate where they can tell you exactly what's going to be charged to you, so there's no surprise medical fees and no surprise medical bills, but that's for people without insurance. The No Surprises Act, good faith estimates, so that's for people who are uninsured or self-paid. Self-pay. They can request an estimate, discuss costs, or schedule procedure. Prior to scheduling, they have to ask you if you would like to see your good faith estimates. But there's no such thing as a good faith payment that the hospital has to have of several $100s. Otherwise, they refuse the right. They refuse you the right to service. That's what they told us. That we were required. They said we can't. They said we wanted to get a hold of y'all, but we couldn't. And they told us we can't do anything for you if you don't give us several $100s up front. They said it's called a good faith estimate. That sounds like a scheme. That's like a scam. There's a good faith payment. They said you have to have a good faith payment. So they asked us, that's what they said. They required us to give them hundreds of dollars up front, which should be illegal. before they even looked at us, even though he has insurance. And the closest thing I could find is a good faith estimate, and that's for patients without medical insurance or those paying out of pocket. Give your thoughts, please tell me. And this is on these are on medical websites. On cms.gov, you can download it. HealthIndustryWashingtonWatch.com, EncompassHealth.com, Chop.edu, education websites, HollandHeart.com, and APPRHS.org. So that's for people paying out of pocket. Rocket Mortgage, upfront payments. Upfront payments are not usually required, but more hospitals are asking patients as of 2014 to settle the bill in advance. If they can't afford the charges, some hospitals place them into financial assistance programs, such as payment plans or low-interest loans. But he has insurance, and as of 2022, the No Surprises Act, Good Faith Estimates payment or act that was signed by Congress, are required to show someone what it costs before they pay, but that's only for self-pay or uninsured people. So tell me, he's insured. Why did he have to pay? Why did we have to pay hundreds of dollars up front before she claimed they would refuse us service? Wish we had a lawyer in that situation. Because I guess we need to call the insurance, but I just wanted your opinions. Signing out.